Alright, what is up guys, Axeman here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to farm for mid to higher level mythical gear. And to start off, I'm going to show you the stats of the characters I'm going to be using in this farming session. And these are pretty basic characters for the level where they are. To be honest, this is my support monk. This is the guy I put a lot of my recent work into, and I'm probably going to make a full video about this character and how to build him and how to use him and that sort of thing. But as you can see, pretty basic stats for this type of build: 1,000 on both boosts, decent hero damage, and health and resistances are okay, and that's probably what I'm going to work on building up for him in the future. And then we have the Summoner, my favorite class, and I recently gave her a little makeover. Look at that. Oh yeah, I love the Summoner. And her stats are pretty good for her level. For level 75, you know, the 1600 on damage helps out a lot, and also the high attack speed really helps out a lot with this character. So yeah, pretty basic mythicals for her. Probably some stuff I should actually. She's fully upgraded, I think. Well, a few levels to go, but yeah. So moving right along, and I'm not going to be showing these two characters for now because my Squire is actually going to be made into a support build pretty soon, sort of an original idea I had, and then my Barbarian, I will probably do a character video on him in the future as well. But anyway, here we have the Apprentice, and his tower stats are decent, to be honest. These types of stats are more than enough to do the farming session I'm about to show you. Probably going to put a little more work into him soon. He really needs a better stat stick, and probably a better pet wouldn't hurt too. So yeah, these characters are by no means perfect, but that's the great thing about this this farming method I'm going to show you. You don't need to have over-level characters. My Series EV at level 74, dedicated tower. Right now I have been using her more for the tower buff beam, so I've been putting more points into tower damage. As you can see, if you're going to use her for more physical beams, which I definitely will in later maps, you will want to have more points into health, and that's probably what I'm going to be shooting for next on her. Whenever you build a character, it's always good to think of what you want to put your points in and to have a plan. And next we have Daryl, and this is another one of my builds that I put a little bit of time into recently. Have gotten some decent health and damage on his traps. Need to get the radius a bit bigger. Would like to get the radius from 800 to about 1,000, and that's probably what I will go for next on this guy. And you'll see that I have a Jester here. She's another character I'm going to be doing probably a separate video on in the future. And so we'll move on to my last character, Kiran, my newest character. I recently made her after I turned CM monk from a sort of all-purpose monk to a dedicated support / DPS monk. And we will go ahead and check out her tower stats, which are not bad. Recently got the damage to 1400. Probably need to work on the radius and the health a bit next. But anyway, those are the characters I'm going to be using for this farming session, so let's go ahead and jump right into the Alchemic Lab and start this farming session off. Alright guys, so here we are at the Alchemic Labs on Nightmare Hardcore Mixed Mode, and this is actually a really good map to farm for a number of reasons. There's no instant death, there's only one crystal, and it's really compact. So as you can see, I'm taking advantage of all the different types of towers these characters have, and yeah, as you can see, just from a simple chest, a pretty decent low-level mythical there. But yeah, taking advantage of all the different towers from the characters, you can make a pretty good build here, and this is just a little something I put together. We have 100 traps down there on the ground covering both the front entrances and 2 rows of Logan's towers and Velga's archers and spiders, all on Garnet's buff beams, covered in Kiran's auras. Yeah, you can make a really effective build for this map, and as you can see by the little green markings on the ground under the drops, already some really good stuff dropping this round. And as you can see, we're not really having a lot of problems here with those characters that are around the same level as the ones I showed. You can put something together like this, and it's really easy to farm, and you know, you really get good loot drops. We often hear about, oh, if you want good mythicals, you have to farm King's Game, or you have to farm Misty Mire, all that stuff. Well, if you don't feel comfortable playing that, you want a good map to get decent mid to high level mythicals on, with only one crystal, no instant death, and no wyverns or goblin copters, at least to my knowledge, on these early waves. Then yeah, this is definitely the map to farm on. So we're gonna actually cut out now, and I'll see you when the wave is over. We will see what loot we picked up this round. Alright guys, we are back to finish off this wave and see if any good loot dropped. And keep in mind, this is only wave 14. So as you get to the higher waves of this map, and you should be able to, no problem, with you know, similar stats to the ones I showed you, you know, you'll be able to get some really good mid to higher tier mythicals. And if you have certain characters that you've been neglecting, maybe they're wearing godlies or they're wearing sort of low mythicals, and you've only found a few good mythicals and wanted to give those to your main character, this is a good way to really complete your party. And as you can see, using the characters together will really get you the good results. Get out of here, sword guy. Jumping around, trying to hit me with swords and stuff. What a jerk. Oh man, I love this gambler's polearm weapon. It's not transcendent, it is a mythical, but it still packs quite a punch for this point in the game. Might do a weapon farming video at some point as well, after I finally find the best map to get good weapons on. Which, like I said, I have good weapons, but, you know, always thinking about the new videos I'm going to make and stuff like that. But as you can see, taking out these orcs. Get out of here, guys. Take that playing card. Alright. And as you can see, guys, plenty of loot all around the map. We have mythical gauntlets, 41 levels. Not bad at all. Got a pet for completing that, by the way. Yeah, look at that. Mythical chain gloves with 132 levels, no negatives. Mythical pristine coat with 76 levels. And yeah, like you see, you know, just good solid mid to higher tier mythicals drop. And keep in mind, this is mixed mode, this is hardcore, and that does help the loot drops, but this map, in my opinion, is just great when you're farming the gear you need to go to the higher maps. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Be on the lookout for more Dungeon Defenders videos in the future, and I will see you next time.